Think Square Enix forgot how to make great RPGs? You're not alone. But here's the twist. They've been dropping some amazing games lately, and almost no one noticed. No marketing, no spotlight, just pure hidden gems, from tactical brilliance to wild remakes and emotional stories. If you love RPGs, this list might surprise you. Let's dive into 12 underrated Square Enix games you need to play.
Well, I haven't found all the answers I'm looking.
This is what happens when a legend decides to make one last game. Fantasian comes from Hironobu Sakaguchi, the guy who created Final Fantasy, and instead of making something flashy or mainstream, he built a love letter to classic RPGs with handcrafted miniatures. Yes, real miniature dioramas were physically built and scanned into the game. The result? A surreal, textured world that feels alive in ways digital art can't replicate. Every forest, dungeon, and village has depth. Literally, combat sticks to traditional turn-based mechanics, but adds twists. You can delay random encounters and take them all at once. That turns basic grinding into a strategic gauntlet, and positioning actually matters. Enemies can be lined up or flanked. The story? Thoughtful and emotional. You're unraveling mysteries in a broken world, all while customizing your party with magic, tech, and artifacts. It respects your time, rewards experimentation, and keeps the pacing tight. And with full voice acting and upgraded visuals, this console version shines. It might be Sakaguchi's last game, but it feels like a mic drop. A heartfelt goodbye to the genre he helped define. And for RPG fans, it's unforgettable.
A new future is before us. A bright future. Today, we fight not for glory.
Don't let the retro look fool you. This one is brutal. Triangle Strategy is a tactical RPG that doesn't hold your hand. Every move you make has weight. Terrain, elevation, and flanking all matter, and if you mess up, the game punishes you. But that's what makes it so satisfying. You build a squad across dozens of characters, each with unique roles, and the battlefields constantly shifting with new challenges. But what really stands out is the conviction system. Your decisions influence 3 hidden values: utility, morality, and liberty. Those choices affect who joins your team, and which story branches unlock. Sometimes you even have to convince allies through actual votes. Exploring towns before missions to gather intel becomes essential. The writing? Surprisingly political and grounded. It's not just good versus evil. It's shades of gray, betrayal, and tough calls. Visually, it's gorgeous. That HD 2D style blends pixels and depth beautifully. And the soundtrack? Top-tier orchestration that elevates every moment. If you liked Final Fantasy Tactics or Fire Emblem, this is your next obsession. It's not easy, but victory never felt more earned. Triangle Strategy proves Square still knows how to play smart, and it might just be their sharpest RPG in years. You didn't expect a sequel, neither did anyone else. But Neo Twiaoui exists, and it goes hard. Instead of the chaotic DS dual-screen combat, it shifts into real-time 3D action, and it's awesome. Every character is mapped to a separate button, and each pin grants a unique skill, ranging from fire blasts to healing, melee, or psychic strikes. Combat flows like a rhythm game fused with a stylish brawler. You're constantly switching between party members mid-fight, chaining combos to build up sync and unleash finishers. No turn-based menus here. It's fast, flashy, and responsive. You can fully customize your setup, equipping different pins and testing builds that feel totally distinct. There's a deep layer of experimentation that rewards creativity, but the biggest draw is its style. It breathes Tokyo street fashion and youth culture. Every cutscene feels like stylized anime in motion. The soundtrack? One of the best in any JRPG, period. The story's mysterious, heartfelt, and full of growth. It didn't sell well, but Neo Twiaoui is a hidden gem, for real.
Developed planet. There, he meets Reina, who possesses mystical power.
This remake feels like a time machine with modern polish. Star Ocean 2R takes a classic and rebuilds it from the ground up. The HD 2D visuals look crisp, colorful, and full of style. But it's not just a visual update. The gameplay hits harder too. Combat is real-time, fast, and full of action. You can dodge, chain skills, and switch characters mid-battle. Every party member feels unique. Melee, magic, support, all matter. Exploration is smoother now, with better pacing and smart menus. Even the relationship system, called Private Actions, is improved. You get more depth from the characters and side moments. Outside of combat, the game goes wild with skills. You can cook, craft, compose music, write books. It's all useful. Everything you do adds value to your progress. Want a rare weapon? You can build it yourself. Want to break the game? The systems let you, if you experiment. The story mixes space travel with fantasy and 2 playable leads. Choices shape the journey, and different paths unlock with each run. The new soundtrack is epic and full of emotion. This is how you remake a classic, with heart and brains. Star Ocean 2R isn't just good, it's legendary.
He is the only ruler I would ever follow.
At first glance, it looks like just another turn-based RPG, but Bravely Default 2 hides depth behind every mechanic. Its Brave and Default system flips traditional combat on its head. You can play safe or stack multiple turns at once. Risk versus reward. This opens insane strategies, especially in boss fights. Timing becomes everything. Burn too early and you're toast. Layer on the job system and it gets wild. Mix classes, combine passives, and build broken party comps. Want a ninja monk that heals? You can do that. Combat stays fresh thanks to elemental systems and enemy tricks. Outside battle, exploration rewards curiosity. Optional dungeons, hidden paths, and brutal super bosses. Towns are packed with side quests that deepen the lore, and the soundtrack, it slaps. Every boss theme is a banger. The story feels classic, but with darker twists than expected. Each region introduces new ideas, cultures, and dangers. It doesn't reinvent the genre, it refines it. And when everything clicks, it's addictive. Bravely Default 2 proves that turn-based RPGs still have teeth, and it's one of the best ones out there.
I plan to do all I can to share the wealth and help make the world a happier place. That's what being
Octopath 2 took every complaint from the first game and fixed it. Now, those 8 stories feel more connected and meaningful. Characters talk, cross paths, and share real development. Each has a unique reason to fight: revenge, redemption, freedom, faith. And those motives feel personal and earned. Combat keeps the break boost system, and it's still perfect. Expose weaknesses, break defenses, and unleash max damage bursts. Timing is everything, and it always feels rewarding. The day-night cycle is more than cosmetic. It changes path actions, enemy strength, and quest opportunities. You think you know a town, then night falls, and it's different. Visually, it's a stunner. Lighting, weather, effects, all sharper than the first game. Even the soundtrack evolves by region and time. Exploration is richer, more interactive, less filler, and the advanced job system lets you break the game beautifully. Want a thief cleric who nukes the field? Go for it. Bosses demand planning, synergy, and timing, not brute force. Octopath 2 is what a great sequel looks like. It's not just better, it's smarter, deeper, unforgettable. Harvestella blends cozy farming with end-of-the-world danger. It dropped with little hype and got unfairly overlooked. But behind the soft colors and crops lies a legit action RPG. You explore dungeons, switch jobs, and battle in real time. Each job feels distinct: mages, assassins, warriors, and more. You can swap mid-fight to adapt and strategize. Enemies hit hard, bosses demand timing and awareness. Dodging, cooldowns, and elemental skills all matter here. Outside combat, yes, there's farming, but it's secondary. The real hook is the world itself. Each season brings not just crops, but new story arcs. And then there's Quietus, a deadly 5th season that changes everything. You don't just grow food, you survive. The cast is wonderfully strange. Unicorns, cyborgs, travelers, and the emotional story unfolds at its own pace. It's chill, but with stakes. Beautiful, but dangerous. Square didn't market it well, but Harvestella deserves attention. It's Rune Factory meets Final Fantasy, and it works. One of the most surprising hybrid RPGs in years. Don't
Chosen
sleep
to
on
offer
it.
their soul to the goddess. An alm must journey to the mana tree. The mana of
Visions of Mana brings the classic Mana spirit back, and it shines. It looks and feels like a modern action RPG, but the heart is old school. Combat is flashy, smooth, and surprisingly deep. You've got air combos, dodges, and elemental skills at your fingertips. Each character plays differently, encouraging party switching mid-fight. Summons bring massive attacks and game-changing buffs. Bosses hit hard, but you've got tools to adapt and win. Timing your skills and syncing abilities matters more than ever. As you level up, your moveset evolves, and so does the fun. Exploration is rewarding, with secrets hidden in every corner. The world feels handcrafted, like someone cared about every tree. You'll find hidden paths, tough enemies, and gear worth chasing. Even without multiplayer, it borrows the best of MMO design. Each zone looks distinct, full of vibrant details and surprises. Quests connect to the lore, and the story actually builds momentum. The art style keeps that mana charm, colorful and dreamy. The soundtrack feels nostalgic but fresh, a perfect blend. It's not just another reboot, it's a love letter. Old fans will feel at home, new ones will get hooked. Visions of Mana proves the series still has magic.
Returns. Tactics Ogre, Reborn. Lead a party of resistance fighters.
Reborn isn't just a remake, it's a masterclass in tactical design. Everything matters: terrain, positioning, line of sight, turn order. You can't brute force battles, strategy always wins. The class system is deep, letting you build and tweak every unit. Want a knight that heals? A mage that tanks? You can make it work. Each character can be fully customized. Gear, skills, even elements. And if you mess up, the chariot system lets you rewind turns and try again. It's not easy mode, it's smarter learning, faster iteration. The story is dark, grounded, and brutally mature. War, betrayal, politics. It's a grown-up narrative with real consequences. Your choices split the story across branching paths and outcomes. Every decision feels heavy and permanent. Voice acting brings every scene to life with emotional weight. The HD sprites look gorgeous without losing the retro charm. Animations are sharp, and the UI is clean and modern. The soundtrack has been reorchestrated, and it's absolutely stunning. This is a game that demands patience, but rewards it tenfold. Fans of Final Fantasy Tactics owe it to themselves to play this. If you want tactical RPGs at their best, this is it. Tactics Ogre, Reborn is legendary for a reason.
Why are you here? I have been branded an enemy of the king.
Romancing SaGa II isn't your typical RPG, and that's exactly the point. Forget experience points. Here, your characters grow by doing. Use a sword, you might spark a new technique mid-fight. It's random, but that's what makes every battle exciting. The remake brings modern visuals and a smooth, polished interface, but it keeps the heart of the original completely intact. Combat is turn-based, but full of surprises. Formations matter, positioning matters, strategy matters, and when you discover a new skill by chance, it feels like magic. What really sets it apart is the generational system. You're not just leading a party, you're building an empire. When your current ruler dies, a new one takes over. Your choices, victories, and mistakes carry across generations. It's an RPG about legacy, politics, and sacrifice. No two playthroughs are the same. Your empire will be unique. You shape the world as much as it shapes you. It rewards curiosity and experimentation at every step. This isn't about grinding, it's about growth. The 2024 version finally gives this cult classic the respect it deserves. Romancing SaGa II is unlike anything else, and that's its greatest strength. Live Alive is not your usual RPG. It's 7. Each chapter throws you into a completely different world. Feudal Japan, the Wild West, the distant future, and every setting has its own gameplay style. One moment you're sneaking like a ninja, the next you're trapped in a sci-fi horror. One chapter has no dialogue at all, just grunts and expressions. It's weird, bold, and totally unique. Combat is turn-based on a grid, with light tactical elements. You need to think about range, movement, and timing. Every character has different skills that change how you fight. It's simple to learn, but never boring. The 2023 remake upgrades everything without losing the original's charm. Gorgeous, HDD 2D graphics, full voice acting, and a killer soundtrack. Each story feels fresh, even today, and when they all come together at the end, it hits hard. You'll be surprised how emotional and deep it gets. This isn't your average RPG, it's an experience. If you want something truly different, this is the one. Live Alive is a hidden gem reborn for a new generation. Don't miss it. Live Alive is a hidden gem reborn for a new generation. Don't miss it. You probably never heard of it, but ActRaiser Renaissance is one of the strangest RPG remakes ever made. Originally launched on the Super Nintendo, it mixes two totally different genres. Half city builder, half side-scrolling action, and somehow, it just works. You play as a literal god, watching over your people from the sky. build villages, fight demons, shape destiny. And when things get ugly, you descend to Earth with a sword and wreck everything. The remake upgrades it all. Visuals, music, and flow. Combat feels tighter, simulation is deeper, and the story? Fully voice acted with new lore and dramatic moments. It's weird, bold, and unforgettable. One moment you're managing towns and helping humanity grow. Next, you're jumping into 2D battles like it's Castlevania. You earn miracles, lightning strikes, heals, fire blasts, and use them in combat. Everything you do in the city phase affects your strength in battle, and vice versa. It's not a normal RPG, that's the magic of it. ActRaiser Renaissance didn't sell big, but it's a divine comeback. That deserves way more love. So yeah, maybe Square Enix didn't forget how to make great RPGs. Maybe we just stopped looking. From bold remakes to hidden gems, these games prove they've still got it. Heart, soul, and ambition, even if almost no one noticed. So now it's your turn. Dig deeper, play something different, and maybe find your next favorite RPG. If you like the list, hit that like button. And if you want more hidden gems, deep dives, and RPG love, subscribe. It really helps the channel. And hey, you won't miss the next one.